Selwyn, we're coming off the back of our 2 hit-outs against Richmond and Carlton. Heading into the opening round, how is the list travelling?
Yeah, no, it's been a great transition into our in-season schedule, and we have a relatively healthy list leading into opening round.
Great result. Now, a few of the boys, they didn't play in those hit-outs, Ben Brown being one of them. How's his knee going?
Yeah, Ben Brown has integrated into main training and has done 2 weeks of match load sessions, and he's available to play this week. So it's been a great little reconditioning phase for Ben Brown.
And similarly, Charlie Sparger, he had that Achilles issue. What's that looking like?
Yeah, so Charlie had some Achilles soreness with a little bit of posterior ankle impingement as well. We've been able to get on top of that over the last few weeks. He completed a really good reconditioning session last week and completed main training today, so he's available to play this week.
And then we haven't seen Lachie Hunter out on the training track much of the recent few weeks. How's his calf looking?
Yeah, so Lachie's had a calf injury that has restricted him from doing part of pre-season. It's been frustrating for him. He's currently in a conditioning phase and looking to continue to build through that to integrate with the main group in the coming weeks.
Shane McAdam, we haven't seen him on the training track for a little while now as well. Can you talk us through how he's going with his hamstring injury?
Yeah, unfortunately for Shane, he's had a bit of an interrupted pre-season. We've been working closely with him to put the best program around him, given coming from a new club and integrating into our training environment. He's been completing some conditioning away from the group, and our goal with Shane is to build him to the level to allow him to integrate into training so that he's ready to thrive in our environment.
At the back end of last year, we saw Harrison Petty have foot surgery. How's he tracking through that?
Yeah, so Harrison had a really good off-season and pre-season coming back from that injury at the back end of last season. As part of his reload, he actually sustained an injury to his other foot, and that restricted some of his progression from that original injury. He's now worked his way through that subsequent injury and is integrated back into training with the group. He'll complete match load sessions this week and look to integrate into main training to be available in the coming weeks for AFL football.
And then Daniel Turner as well, he's been off the training track with a hip injury. Can you talk us through what happened there with Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel's had a hip or upper leg injury, so he had to have a little bit of time off legs with that injury. He now is about to integrate into returning to run on ground and on the Alter G, and then it'll look to build his conditioning and integration into skills over the coming weeks.
And then just lastly, Jake Melcham, he obviously had that ACL injury. Where is he tracking through it? We know it's a long process, but how's he going?
Yeah, Jake's going really well at the moment, so he's completing a reconditioning phase that's really focused on his high-intensity agility, some of his aerial forward craft, and he's working really well at that. We have some further testing that we'll do off-site with experts in this field over the coming weeks to just make sure that we're best preparing Jake to be able to integrate into training over the coming weeks, but he's progressing really well as part of that ACL rehab.